Have you memorized all the pictures what I just showed you? Because I haven't. This is exactly how we live every single day, and based on science, an average person can't hold their focus more than 3 minutes. And personally, I think this number is even lower today. So the question is, how did I get back my focus? The fact is, the inability to focus is not only your fault. But don't calm down and enjoy that you are a victim, because you have to make efforts if you would like to gain back your focus. Focusing works exactly like a muscle. The more frequently you utilize it, the better it gets once again. But how was our focus ruined in the recent years? As I already proved you, we can memorize information as fast as I showed you the pictures in the beginning of this video. The human brain isn't designed like this. And even if we want to come up with crazy ideas like how to read lightning speed or how to recall every piece of information, this won't work out as you imagine. The fact is that we have to accept that we have our own limitations. But the world wants us to believe that there are no boundaries at all. And it did a great job, as 98% of people are living in an illusion. And I have to admit, I was also one of them. So what kind of illusion am I talking about? The illusion that we can actually manage multiple tasks at the same time. We constantly check our phone's notifications, meanwhile we are driving to work. We are reading emails nearly every 5 minutes, but we still have to finish tasks until deadline. Meanwhile, one of our colleagues is inviting us for a coffee. Everything became so complicated and accelerated that we believe that we have to work on all the things at the same time, otherwise we are running out of time. And right now I have to tell you that this is one of the biggest lies ever, and the main reason why you can't focus anymore. Because anytime when we believe that we are able to manage more information at once, it has a price. And the price is that we directly spoil our focus and lead ourselves to become sick and tired. Actually, multitasking ruins our focus in 3 different ways. First of all, multitasking has a switch cost effect, which was proven by science a couple of times in the past. Imagine that you are working on something important, but you start to get text messages from your friends on phone every single minute. For sure you want to reply them because you don't want to miss your hangouts, but anytime you will write back, you actually lose milliseconds because you are switching your focus back and forth between the activities. This number doesn't seem to be significant, I know, but still our brain would need some extra time to get back to the previous task, which can cause performance reduction and in fact we will become slower. In the end, what remains? The illusion that we work efficiently, meanwhile we completely ruined our focus and we were unable to pay attention to one single thing even for a single minute. After all of these, don't be surprised if you can't concentrate even for a short time. But unfortunately the cons don't end here. Because we are switching between the tasks back and forth, we are increasing our likelihood to make mistakes. The human brain isn't infallible, and it takes time to recall where we were previously when we interrupt attention. Certainly, if we are keep doing this for long, then we are probably making mistakes, and we will miss something. This might be important or not, but this is not a question that it will happen. Because we are unable to mind at work and therefore our thinking becomes superficial. And nonetheless, the illusion of multitasking is not only affecting our focus, but it can also lead to decreased creativity. Personally, I never believed that there is a connection between creativity and focus, but now it makes sense. I have noticed that most of my creative ideas always come to my mind when I was on toilet. Which seems to be funny, I know, but this is true. If you think about it, this is the perfect place for creativity. It's quiet, I never took my phone with me, and I could be with my own thoughts without getting distracted by anything or anyone. The truth is that innovative and creative thinkings can only come if we let our mind flow. When we provide the possibility to our brain to create new connections among the processed information. Because anytime when we spend too much time with processing, we are limiting ourselves to create new synapses, which in the end will kill our creativity. After all of this, I can say that multitasking is the number one enemy, which is still ruining our focus. And we must stop it before it's too late. And only a few percentage of humanity will be able to focus more than 1 minute. If we are keep living like this, then this will become a privilege. And obviously, I have also noticed on myself the harmful effects of multitasking when I started to do my own research. headaches, I was tired all the time and burned out. But luckily, with the right level of efforts and activities, I was able to retake my focus once again, and I need to admit that I feel myself very satisfied. So what did I do differently? First, anytime when I do something important, I turn my phone over because I don't want to see its screen. I know perfectly that it can instantly grab my attention if I receive something, and I will probably feel the urge to react to the notification. And this is exactly why I went even further and I have deleted all of my social media applications from my phone. For sure, you don't have to be that radical like I was, but you still can switch off all kind of notifications on your phone for the same impact. This was exactly the first step which helped me to take back my focus, but the task hasn't finished yet. It is a good start to finally eliminate these kind of notifications and distractions. But still, I knew perfectly that it won't help me to retake my focus perfectly because at this point it was already ruined. So next I had to figure out what can I do to improve my focus once again. I started to look for different kind of activities which can help me out, and luckily the good old-fashioned ways worked the best for me. I started to read, and in the beginning it was only 5 minutes every morning and slowly started to increase the length of the sessions. Now I can say that I can read 30 minutes in a row without my mind getting wandered, which I have to admit it's huge for me. It's amazing to feel that I can read the pages until that long and I don't get frustrated because I am unable to recall what I have read a few minutes ago, because I also started to think about something totally different. Meditation also played an important part of regaining my focus. Not long ago I read a book from Wim Hof, and I also gave a try for his guided breathing meditation. It took me probably 20 occasions, but right now I am able to switch off and only pay attention to my breathing during the sessions. When I started, random thoughts came to my mind, like what kind of tasks are waiting for me in the rest of the day, and to be honest, it was really stressful. And lastly, I started to try out new activities which can lead me into the state of flow. That's how I realized that it is quite relaxing to take a walk with my dog if I don't bring my phone with me. I always try to pay attention to be in the present during the walking and also don't be distracted by any kind of external factor. So I can say that I do everything what I can to make sure to be part of the environment. And I also noticed that this can help me to improve my focus too. Just being in the present and not thinking too much or paying attention to all kind of distractions. Alright, that's all for now. I think I have shared everything with you, so stop watching my video and let's gain back your focus again, and see you later.